Hello, everyone. Me and Queenie are here, welcoming you all to the very first Granny Yoga YouTube channel vlog. So, I wanted to include a weekly vlog with our practice just to kind of give us a little bit more of a casual space to talk and chat. Um, can tell you what's going on here in modern life when you're raising children and trying to make the world go round. I know that for sure my parents will at least watch this, so I just send all my love to them. It's sadly we lived like 2,000 miles apart. I'm in Tennessee and they're in Oregon, so thankfully I've been fortunate enough to be surrounded by the most amazing community of seniors. If you're familiar with Del Webb, we have a neighborhood, Southern Springs, right down the road from where I live. And 3 times a week we meet together and we do yoga. We do chair yoga, we do a restorative yoga, and a gentle class. And so I've been with them over 2 years now and been so deeply touched and inspired by this community and have absolutely fallen in love with working with senior citizens or anybody really with limited mobility or who just needs to approach yoga or body work or health and wellness from a little bit more of a slower pace. So that's what I do for a living. And they have so inspired me to um, create this online platform, right? So I dedicate this to all of my friends down in Southern Springs, but also really hope to kind of reach out into a wider community for people who don't have the opportunity to come down to the lodge at 9:15 on Wednesday for chair practice. You can just get cozy and comfy in your own home and meet me there, and we'll just breathe and stretch together and check in and see how we're feeling. So a little bit about me. Um, I'm Amelia, and I have 6 children. Their ages right now are 7 all the way to 17. I have a girl, 3 boys, and 2 girls. So I have 3 and 3, but not quite in that order. Um, I'm really enjoying the phase of parenting that I'm at. It's probably my favorite so far. When they were 0 to 10, that was so hard. Holy cow, that was so hard. Like having all those toddlers and babies in diapers. And so for me, being at this place where my youngest is 7 and we have no more high chairs, no more sippy cups, no more car seats, no more nap times. We're all healthy and mobile and verbal. And so it's like really, really a good, sweet time. I have 3 teenagers, and my oldest is going to be a senior next year. So I'm just right around the corner from beginning to launch adults out into the world. And I'm so proud of my kids. They're really wonderful. They're finding themselves and coming into their own skin. And I'm so excited just to kind of see what life brings them. It's like you want to set your kids up to do even better than what you did. And I feel like that's kind of the work that I've been doing. It's like sending them out into the world feeling like anything is possible. Although I have to say that my parents did that for me as well. And so um, just being able to offer that to my kids and seeing what they do with it, seeing what they do with all the possibility and potential that is them is so exciting. So, uh, sadness that I have in my life right now is that I am going through a divorce, and yeah, I mean it's pretty difficult to talk about, but I'm not going to like hide that. I'm sure it'll weave itself into our conversations together. But yeah, if you've ever experienced something in your life that didn't work out at all like you thought it would, then you understand that kind of heartbreak. It's just been really difficult. So, um, but it is what it is. And I've kind of been like walking through that for a couple years now. And so this is sort of like a place where Granny Yoga is sort of a space for me to just be me and um, offer up my work and my love and my gifts to you. And see what happens. You know, it's a humble beginning. And if you're just getting started with yoga, if you're coming to this channel and to these practices and you're brand new, like me too, right? Like this is me sitting in front of my cell phone talking about my life. And I have to say it's like a lot uncomfortable for me, right? It's out of my comfort zone, but I'm just driven to show up for these people because they've shown up for me. And so I'm here a little bit raw, a little bit honest, and a little bit real. But it's like just being able to say, hey, it is what it is, you know, like I don't have anything professional. It's just, again, me and you and my cell phone. And so, what a humble beginning. But I'll never get anywhere if I don't start where I actually am. And so, if you're just coming into yoga, like just use that space to accept where you are. I mean, it can be difficult if your mobility is limited, if you move and breathe slower than you used to. It's hard to accept that. It's hard to say, this is just where I am in my life right now. This is just where I am today. This is just how I feel in this moment. It's like if you can't accept where you actually are, then you really makes it so difficult to come alongside of yourself and move yourself forward in your journey, however much longer you have to go. And so, um, yeah, just not getting tangled. And this is I'm speaking to myself and I'm sharing with you what I'm speaking to myself. It's like not getting tangled in the, well, I should be able to, you know, um, get something a little bit more 2023 and modern. Like who's getting anywhere with a cell phone and a gentle yoga practice, you know, and being willing to not sink in the would, should, could, if. It is what it is, you know, and we all have to start somewhere. And I think the most important thing about getting started on something new is to actually accept where you're starting from and being gracious and kind about it and just coming alongside of yourself with the good old, like, hey, pal, it's all good. Like, this is where we are, but we're going to keep practicing. We're going to keep showing up. We're going to keep breathing. We're going to keep our heart open to whatever possibility or potential that there is in this new journey and see what happens. So, welcome here to the Granny Yoga YouTube channel. And I just really look forward to meeting you guys every week, chatting about life. And yeah, the greatest act of love that you can do for me is just to share and spread the word, invite your friends, share the practices with them, encourage them to join us on the mat, and let's see what we can uncover together. So, mwah, mwah, mwah. Much love to you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye. Say bye bye to Queenie. Oh my gosh, I love him.